everyone, and welcome back to another episode of this F125 Wheel of Chaos career mode. In the last episode, we went to the Hungaroring, and boy, oh boy, was it one of the worst races we've had in this series. Now, our challenge actually didn't take place until the end of the video, where we had to pit for the soft tires in the last couple of laps of the race, but our race didn't derail there. It really derailed in the second stint where we went onto the medium tires, and they just did not last around that track, and it hurt us a lot. And in the end, we had a terrible end, and it's a race we want to forget, and hopefully this weekend in Zandvoort, it's a race that we want to remember. But before we went on there, it was the summer break, so we didn't really have much else to do heading into this race. But after the summer break, we were able to get some upgrades taken care of. Some failed, of course, as always, but our car once again slowly, very slowly really, getting better every single race. But one thing of note was, we had a little conversation with Isaac Hajar. Yes, he approached our team about maybe a future employment with our team, and I was kind of shocked by that. I'm like, Isaac Hajar seriously wants to talk to us? But you know, his expectations of our team are quite high, as you see there, and I was kind of like, whoa, okay, yeah, I don't think we're anywhere close to that. We're a long ways from that. So I just kind of brushed it off a little bit. I just kind of said, you know what, cool, I don't think we'll be able to hire him, considering what his expectations are, but he seems pretty highly of us, so maybe that's something for the future. But for right now, I don't think that's really gonna happen. But now it's time. Before we head to Zandvoort and into qualifying for this episode, we have to spin that wheel to know what our challenge is for this episode. So I'm gonna spin it. Let's see what we get here. Please be something good. No adjusting differential at all. Oh boy. See, I live and thrive off of diff in a little bit of ways, but this might impact me a lot. It might not impact me at all, but we'll see here heading into this race. I think we'll be all right. This, you know what? There's worse ones on this wheel, so I'll take that for sure. All right, boys and girls, here we go around the big dip at Zandvoort as we start our first qualifying lap. I did not even touch the diff when I did my setup. I really have to pay close attention to not change it up. I don't even know what it's at. I can't even remember the numbers, but I did not even touch it. Okay, we left it how it is, so hopefully it doesn't impact me too much. To the first couple corners, it's doing all right, so hopefully this challenge isn't too hard. And we got Nico Hulkenberg, and he hits me. Nico Hulkenberg can't get out of the way, and he impacts my lap. Oh my God, is that gonna really kill my lap? What's gonna happen here? Hopefully that doesn't impact me too much. I think I picked up a little bit of damage. Let's see what happens here. I go 9th fastest, so hopefully I don't impact his lap too much, or he impacts my lap. You know what? I'm gonna push him to the outside. How about that? There we go. Little payback. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we did have damage in our car after that incident with Nico Hulkenberg. We are down in P21, so we need one heck of a lap as Gabby Bortoletto is right behind us here. So hopefully we're able to put in something big, because boy, do we ever need it right now. So here we go, around the bend. Just keep it nice and clean, nice and simple. We're sliding our backside out a bit there. Is this enough to get through? We just gotta get P16. Wow. Really? Man.
For years, the passionate Dutch fans have been easy to find trackside in races across Europe. Here this weekend, it's even easier to find the Dutch fans as they have a race to call their own once again. A warm welcome to all of our viewers in the Netherlands and around the globe, of course, as we get underway for the Dutch Grand Prix. 4 lefts and 10 rights make up the 14 corners of the narrow and demanding Zandvoort circuit, with plenty of peaks and valleys over the course of the 2.6-mile lap, which will demand absolute concentration from our drivers here today. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Piastri, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Tsunoda, Fernando Alonso, Ocon, Albon, and Nico Hülkenberg, Gasly, Behrman, Isaac Hadjar, Hauger, Russell, Lawson, Franco Colapinto, and Carlos Sainz, Bortoletto, Fittipaldi, Stroll, and Andrea Kimi Antonelli rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box today, former racing driver herself, Naomi Schiff. Now, Ant, I could go on for hours, and I probably will, about the atmosphere here today, the sea of orange, this Dutch Formula One festival. But once you're in the cockpit, once the visor's down, what are the challenges for the drive?
Well, what an incredible circuit. It feels just like a roller coaster. This track has some extreme banking that if you walk the track, you almost feel like you're horizontal. It also has some blind corners, so make sure you're not looking at the nose of your car and that you're looking far ahead. And if you look far enough past the orange army, you might even spot the beach.
All right, boys and girls, we are starting on the hard tire. There is one crazy strategy that we are doing today. It is a hard, soft, medium. I could not do a two-stop strategy. The only option I had was a three-stopper, and that's what we're going with today. So we just kind of have to hold on here. I guess the tires will just not be able to hold up here around this track, and almost my wing is not able to do that either. But we're just gonna try our best here, maybe gain a couple positions here or there, and maybe hopefully whoa! And I'm off to the side again, and my front wing is out. It's Carlos Sainz. He knocks me.
Virtual safety car deployed. Slow down and maintain a positive delta. Virtual
and
safety
just like
car
that.
deployed. Okay, I've got a brand new race strategy on your MFD if you want to go and check it out.
Oh my heavens, are you kidding? Look at this. What is that? Medium, soft, soft, soft. Oh my God.
Copy that.
That's gonna have to get changed, but we have to now come in. Oh my God, Carlos Sainz. I don't know, was this another issue where I cut someone off? Because that happened in the last episode. I know I did it. I did not mean it on purpose when I did it to, I think, Alex Albon. But I did cut off Albon, and that's what caused damage to my car in Hungary. And now we're in another situation where I've done the exact same thing, and I have now damage once again to my car on a weekend and a start to this race where that could not have happened at all, and it did.
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until we get the green flags. VSC ending. Wait for the greens.
So the safety car is ending. Our tires are on. Our front wing is coming on here. Carlos Sainz is getting the same thing done.
Okay, off we go.
We're both going to come out at the same time, but the virtual safety car is now over. So we got a long ways to go now in this race, and we are a whole, what? It's going to be more than 23 seconds behind the next driver up. So, man, we have a long ways to go here. Oh, and we got a yellow flag, and I think we have a little spin after the first corner here on lap 4, or on lap 5, and there's the safety car, and there's the red flag. Whoa! We are so lucky right now. Are you kidding me? So this is the strategy the rest of the way. Soft, soft, soft. Ay, 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 man. What is going on in the first 5 laps of this race? It's incredible. So here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. Lights are out here at Zandvoort. We are on soft tires. Gonna try and get ahead of everyone. Just do not have another impactful crash or an incident. So we come around the bank corner, the bank's final corner here around Zandvoort in 20th of this race. Now, it seems like everyone's either on the hard or the soft tires. So it almost feels like as I'm gonna go on the way inside of Liam Lawson, and we get the job done. Beautiful move by us. It feels like everyone's either on the hard or the soft as we see our teammate Hauger on the mediums. I have a feeling that if you're on the hard, you're doing a 2-stop. If you're on the soft, you're doing sorry, if you're on the hard, you're doing a 1-stop. If you're on the soft, you're doing a 2-stop. And I guess Dennis Hauger is trying to do a big brain move and go medium to soft, I guess, at the end. I have no idea what he's doing. But with our multiple tire changes in the first couple of laps, and with everyone already either on their hard or soft tire, it's kind of hard or soft the rest of the way. So we'll see how this one plays out. But man, oh man, the strategy is out the window. As we go around the outside of our teammate, we're going to hold on to our position here. I'm hoping we do. We have the battery, we have the better tire, and we get the job done. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now in 18th position. I know that's not much, but for us, that's really big, and Dennis Hauger is struggling on those medium tires. Oh, we're doing the same move we did against our teammate over Lance Stroll, and I think we're going to get the job done. We will. We make up another position. How about that? We are flying on these soft tires. Oh, we got a big yellow flag.
Yellow flag.
Coming up here, it is a Ferrari. Is it Charles Leclerc or Lewis Hamilton? I have no idea, but we're crossing up on it. It's a Ferrari for sure. I'm trying to focus on my driving here on lap 13. We have yet to see anything. It's a Ferrari just going very, very slow, and I couldn't see. I think it was Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc is out of the session. That is massive for the championship right there, especially on the Ferrari side of things. But man, oh man, one of these big title drivers has been getting knocked out of these races all the time recently, and it's making the title race that much better. All right, boys and girls, it is time for us now to come in and stop and change our tires for, well, the second time already in this episode, but technically the third time in this race. Those soft tires the last couple of laps were absolutely awful. They reminded me of the mediums in Hungary. Let's see where this puts us, because the last couple of laps were terrible. We are falling behind a lot.
There seems to have been a problem attaching the left front wheel. We need to try and put that behind us, though, and finish this race strong.
God.
Okay, 1 stop to go. Just 1 stop
And
left
look who's behind me once again. Carlos Sainz. So, you know, when I said, and we would have been right behind Stroll and Behrman too. You know, when I always say, like, you know, nothing could go wrong, or when you hear that, this is literally what could possibly go wrong to its fullest, and it's hilarious. Man, it's not even the challenge that's giving me grief. It's this whole entire race is giving me grief.
Gap ahead, 2.8
And this time, Carlos Sainz will actually have me. He's been trying a couple of times, and my teammate's right behind me. I'm going to try and get him back here, but man, oh man, this race, yet again, goes from bad to worse. Oh my god. And it just feels helpless right now, especially with all this damage to the car. I don't want to say this, but I almost feel like pulling a Jetta again, and even though I didn't do it in Jetta because I got saved by a red flag at that race, but just retire the car and save its components as we're just spinning out now because I have no control over this car. Oh my god. I'm holding my teammate up. I'm just gonna let him go. There's no point in it. I just be holding Dennis Hauger up completely. We're already 2 seconds behind Carlos Sainz, and that's 1 lap after he passed me.
Don't forget, you got more control than ever over your ERS mode, so play around with it.
I know. There's no need to remind me. I've been using it all race, and it's not helped me at all. But just, I'll show you on my map. There it is. Just judging by that damage, ladies and gentlemen, it is, to me, I'm not going to get any farther in this race than I already am. And we have a yellow flag. Wow. Who is it? Liam Lawson. Well, I might join Liam Lawson then, because there's no point here. There really isn't. Once again, it's a first lap incident from us that, even though we were back of the grid, I felt like in this race I had a shot at going far, and it turned out not to be the case. So I'm just going to come on in and retire the car here, and just kind of end this one right here and there.
And in the end, there was no Verstappen. Max Verstappen, he takes victory.
And I just absolutely love the scenes of that in lap today. You could see how much this meant to the crowd, and you know that for the driver that's going to mean so much. You look up to the crowd and you know that the majority of them there are there for you today. So it was a great day to make it count.
And once all the hard work is over, and after lap of brilliant racing, it's time now to celebrate with our podium trio. And for those that have missed the Dutch national anthem, fear not, it's back again, because Max Verstappen is back on the top step.
So there you have it, boys and girls. After retiring from the previous race, Max Verstappen returns to the top step of the podium with a massive victory here at the Dutch Grand Prix. A 29-second victory over Lando Norris. It looks like he's back, and of course it looks like Max Verstappen could be on the way to another championship in this season. But for us, I mean, I had to retire. I wasn't going any farther than where I was, and my car was so dilapidated at that point. It was almost like I was driving a cardboard box around the circuit. Not like I already was, but more like a wet cardboard box. And I felt like, you know, I think it just had to happen. It just had to happen, and I hate to just end the race like that, but for you guys just to watch me be, I guess 20th for the remainder of the race, there wasn't much joy in that. So, especially with all that damage. So I think it just had to be done. The challenge, I don't know how much the challenge really impacted me. I think it was more of what happened in the first lap, and that kind of hurt me the most. But nonetheless, it's a race again where we definitely want to forget it. As we look at the drivers' standings, it is Lando Norris still ahead of Max Verstappen in the Drivers' Championship, even though Max Verstappen won this race. But those two drivers are pushing farther and farther ahead of the likes of Charles Leclerc, Oscar Piastri, even Lewis Hamilton, who is still 26 points back. So it's kind of starting to look like a two-headed horse. So it's starting to look like a two-headed horse race for the rest of the way. Obviously, we still have a little bit of the season left to go, so lots of chances still remaining. But as of right now, Lando Norris and Max Verstappen seem to be the two going at it all the way to the end. And of course, with us having such a bad race, Enzo or Dennis did not pick up any points. And then when we look at the teams, look at McLaren. Look, remember, Charles Leclerc dropped out of this race, DNF'd. Look at Ferrari, 50 points back now of McLaren. This is massive for McLaren, and even so, Red Bull not that far behind of Ferrari. So you can kind of start to see now, maybe if Max Verstappen keeps winning the rest of the way here, and if Ferrari has a couple more races with issues, watch out, ladies and gentlemen. Red Bull are on the scene. But other than that, again, not much else going on. We are still far ahead of Aston Martin, so we're kind of in the clear for right now, especially with us not getting points over the last couple of races. So we got to build on that, but McLaren's definitely building on their lead, and I think they're pretty happy about where they are right now. So anyways, guys, that does it for this episode. I'm very sorry for how it ended. I feel like realistically it would have ended a lot earlier in the race, but I tried to drag it out as best I can. The red flag kind of helped here or there, but overall it was just a bad race for us, and I have to clean up the first lap incidents, because if these keep happening, we're gonna have a lot of trouble as this series continues. So I hope that I can improve on that and yeah, I have nothing else to say about that, to be honest with you. And I feel bad, but it had to be done, and not much else was going to change from where I was in the first place. But anyways, guys, that does it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the Zuck TV channel if you have not yet. Also, make sure to ring the bell to be notified of when I post next, because the next episode will be at the Temple of Speed, Monza, baby. I hope to see you all there. Take care. Peace.